Alright, we're back with the Assyrian series, ladies and gentlemen, in which it's the 1020s now, as I'm still, what's his name? Emperor Elisha of Assyria, who may not have that many years to live, and soon will enter into the reign of, CK2. This again, after all these years, what do you mean years? After all these months, it's August now, you still haven't figured out how to pronounce that name correctly. But anyways, before we get this show on the road, the mods that I use, the University and the Christian Immersion mods, have been updated recently, prior to this recording. Mind you, this was updated on July 15th and July 13th for the Christian Immersion mod, and I'm recording this on the 16th July. Mind you, I like to do recordings, weeks before I actually post them on YouTube, so I can have other priorities in life or whatever else I could be recording. Anyways, the university update is they put a no thanks option for students coming from universities, added cooldown for creating tutors, making tutors require them to be lowborn or content, made culture change less likely, kings or emperors with university titles will now give them away, smaller bug fixes and improvements. And as for the Christian Immersion mod, this one got a bit of a change. Well, more than a bit. But I would only read the part that would be relevant to an historian such as myself here on this playthrough. Such as they added 56 Bibles, all based on historical Bibles in use during the game's time frame, including Jewish and Samaritan Bibles. Decisions and events for obtaining Bibles. Yeah. Bibles everywhere. Catholic, Orthodox, Miavite, and Nestorian. And I guess they would probably include heretical Bibles. And if you happen to be a Catholic, there would be an event where a Pope would ask you to burn such heretical books. And more things about the Jews. Added a relic of Saint Janarius will spawn in new games somewhere in Europe, so it won't happen here. New custom graphics for the Council of Florence, again that's Catholic related. Yeah, more Catholic related stuff such as the first communion event, likely to find. Miavites, Judaizers, and Monophysites now have a harder time divorcing their spouses unless their spouses committed adultery, and they now get the same minus 25 as Catholics do. This is because the Coptic Pope only allows divorces when there has been adultery involved, otherwise they need an annulment like Catholics. When asking a divorce or marriage, we'll no longer get possibly unconsummated bonus if the wife is pregnant or decent in intrigue, as well as a fixed a minor typographical error when getting an exorcism as a lunatic. And that's pretty much it as for this update, as well as I have to tell some of those viewers who may be playing Crusader Kings and using this mod on some other playthrough, like either somewhere in Catholic Europe or Eastern Orthodox of Eastern Europe, or even Miavite down in Abyssinia. But for me, well, I'm in the minority. I'm a Nestorian. It's hard pressed to find anybody else in YouTube that does an Assyrian playthrough like that. But mind you, we began with Shattered Realm. Bible decisions. Oh, good Lord. That's a lot of Bibles. I mean, I have a theology focus on. So buy your own Bible. Well, so let me see. Yeah, I do this, Greek New Testament, Arabic Bible, Nubian Bible. I was about to say, gee, no Assyrian or Nestorian Bible around here, or they may have had a different name. But we'll just commission an Arabic Bible. It just makes it look like, hey, there's a lot of Levantines in our realm, so Order me a Arabic Bible. Commissioning a Bible. The monks present themselves and humbly implore me if you want a simpler plain Bible or an illustrated version. They also stress that it will take some time before the work is done, and they need to be paid in advance to cover their expenses. Look, I got a lot of money. We make 100 a month. Make it beautiful. And I don't know if I'll live long enough, because I'm 59, and drinking that fountain of youth won't do. I'm wounded currently, so, hey, something to spend. And CK2, since he's the trade master of Assyria, and he's got a few trade goods himself, which no doubt when he becomes emperor, he gets to keep all of that. Because unlike this one's much younger, and he's going to be the first ever emperor to be the member of the Great Trade League, which will finally put our focus on that in this series. But right now I want to focus our old enemy, Anatolia. We're actually going to fight them for once. Not because of sheer boredom, it's because, well, we need to do something. So we're just going to have a de jure claim war for Beersheba. Beersheba. That's for, you know, the Duchess of Ascalon. At least it won't cost me nothing. And we don't need Sogdiana's help. They're currently under a Nestorian revolt. Wait, where's the rally point at? Just making sure. I may want to move that rally point somewhere else. Like, say... Well, I guess Jerusalem's a-okay as far as supply limits concerned, and I've already sent my retinues to Bishop County. Courtier's asking my wife. Well, my wife loves me, even if she's Zoroastrian. Maybe you're making excuses because, you know, annoying, because religious differences, I like to assume. And I didn't know my marshal was the member of the Order of Saint Dadae, the king of Egypt and Nubia. Oh, I would say she did the right thing. You people both like me. Can't we all just get along? And now you're gonna get Siwa. All of Egypt will be ours. By ours, we mean the Empire. Yeah, why not? She's club-footed. Confucianism spreads into this part of Saxony. And do not forget, the Norse or Danish Buddhist community is still there. They don't have any rulers anymore, but they'll be around, living alongside with the Germanic peoples. Yeah, devote more to religious studies, because, remember, I'm a member of the community of St. Abraham, so I will do penance. I ain't gonna be leading troops. Erratic scatterbrain, Elisha. Where are you from? From Bavaria. Somalia. Okay, apparently I had forgotten to get rid of those ships. That's from the other sea, you know. No wonder why these people are somewhat mad at me, because I've been raising ships for long. And now we gotta deal with these guys who are vassals to, you know, Mali. They rule the continent, even though we own Egypt and Nubia, while the Hawajites own Africa and Sardinia and Corsica. They even made their way into Italy. These guys are on the roll. You got two. Now it's way up there. One day we will help you out get your land back. You know, for Kotal. Yeah, Kotal, that's when we first met. The Assyrian Sogdian friendship. There's no shame in asking for help. Yep. Dominic is still alive? 78 years old. And he's the guy that refuses to preach to pagans. So again, focus on the... Oh, Dominic's finally dead. Died a natural death. We'll miss him. Try them. I mean, they got good land. Even though the guy is a real cynic and an evil person. Let's just kiss up to him a little and see if he'll accept. Most likely not, but that's just... Well, there's no shame in trying. Yeehoo. You know, get personally involved as in me putting myself to work. Plus, I don't have a long life to get more resources in our domain. That'll happen for the next character. That's them, alright. It's them with those big old armies. Stay there. Yeah. I was about to say, is all the Reds new here? Oh, my daughter. Who has her culture changed to Turbo. Berber. So, she's got the gregarious trait. Not to mention picked up the new Penelmian philosophy. Bring out the best. And don't put my son in the front line, for God's sakes. He shouldn't be commander. I'm sure there's other ones. Because I want to keep my investment. Four days. Get him. Nineveh prospers. The prosperity of Nineveh has attracted a number of scholars who are looking for a new patron. Organizing them into a foundation for learning could result in useful new discoveries. Now we have a scholars foundation in Nineveh. Boy, oh boy, that was a murderous battle. No, because you ain't gonna be around for long. Especially when the Africans are, you know, moving on up. There goes another battle. Huh. He just died and then offered again. Sorry. Not happening. And remember, when CK2 becomes emperor, he will change his culture to Assyrian, and finally get married and drink that fountain of youth. Because he's got a lot of work to do in that trade league society. Thank you very much. Yeah, we'll deal with these guys soon enough. Of our Orthodox. Yes, sure. The Bible is finished. Finally, the Bible I've ordered over a year ago is completed. The monk who will lead the work unveils before me and with a genuine smile on his face hands over the beautiful Bible to me. Marvelous. The illustrated Arabic Bible. Alright, here it is. It has to be a quick though. It is unclear when the Bible was originally translated to Arabic, but large portions was translated by Rabbi Sadia Gaon in the 10th century. This particular version is beautifully illustrated. So that just ups the learning, but it only works if you have learning culture up to 15. But you also have to be Arabic, and happen to be Arab Christian, most likely an historian. And also, it won't work if you have been blinded, an iconoclast, or a Muslim. Again, none of these must be true. Yeah, iconoclast because illustrated. Does that mean that, well, again, in the far future, if I ever go back to Europe to do a future playthrough while using this mod, it's like, what kind of other Bibles can they compose? Although I can commission some more, but that'll be until the next 4 years later or so. No, after 5 years you already commissioned one in. Heck, be a Bible collector. Why not? Be that type of guy. Want to have more easy learning? Well, be a Bible collector. And since I got a lot of learning, and learning is what it needs. Again, I ain't got long to live, but just trying to do it for show. Let me see. Books that I equip. Well, I ain't on the front line, so give me that illustrated Arabic Bible. So it ups the learning. Beauty. Arabic. Don't put me on the front lines anymore. We have the numbers. There's no need to up the troop morale even more than it needs to be. Oh, look. We looted somebody's broken weapon. Which means that guy was a member of the Sandpit. So we took one of his collection of broken weapons of his defeated enemies. What's up with this heresy? Oh, good lord. The Chaldean heresy is spreading like wildfire in Egypt. I was about to say, where? Right smack dab in the middle of Arabia. Again, we're busy with the Jerusalemite front. Spread to Antab. That's over there. Tell you what. Who? I mean, I know they have religious heads like the rest of some of the Christian heresies do. Who's the religious head? Patriarch, Yabahala III. If anybody proclaims, well, hold on. Look for my religion group. Is there anybody in the realm that calls himself Chaldeans? Quite a few, but who is the Patriarch? Does he even live here? There's one Catholicos for upon now. I'm looking for Chaldean. There's an historian. Oh, yeah, it's just the spelling, stops there. Anyways. Oh my gosh, beware the heretic. Beware of dog. Hurry up and finish that war. Okay, it's finished. Now we gotta move on down this way. You head to there. The main army will deal with this raving mob of Chaldean heretics. Huh? It's been a long day, and it is with some relief that I retreat to my bedchamber for the night. My bed is warm, and just as I'm about to drop off to sleep, I hear a strange hissing sound. My carpenter will need to look at this bed tomorrow. Uh-oh. Something cold and sky brushes past my naked leg. As I sit up, I feel a sharp pain up in my upper thigh. Pulling back the covers reveals a vicious hissing snake. I stumble out of bed, but already my sight grows dimmer as the intense pain spreads throughout my body. Famous last words. I hate snakes! Good Lord. Emperor Elijah has given up the ghost at age 60. He died under suspicious circumstances. Always patient. He never loses his temper. A godly man. Elisha is with Jesus now. Bad Shah CK2, soon to be called Emperor CK2 because he's Berber. He's going to be changing Syrian soon. Surrounded by enemies and rebels. We hope that CK2's rule is not struck short by means of a dagger in the back. Long live Bad Shah CK2. Great. But hey, he's 33 years old. My friend and brother is the new heir, and he's the spy master at Imperial Academy, but he's still being tutored there. Now, who would kill my father? But look, bunch of college rivals. Yeah, we got one who's a Slavic pagan. Berber. Again, that person, no money. Who else? No money. And little money. Again, I'm saying that because, putting a bounty on me is one thing, but assassinating is another. He had very low intrigue this previous ruler, but hey, got lots of friends, lots of support that they can, help me behind my back, including my brother. Right, now, first things first. I catch myself thinking the Assyrian language all the time. I govern the Assyrian people in Nineveh, but am I truly one of them? Yep, this will definitely hurt my prestige. Huh. On New Year's Eve, CK2 is now Assyrian. So he wears an Assyrian uniform. But he's not a member of the Trade League, but he will go back to it. Oh, and the next thing. Drink from the Fountain of Youth. I kneel beside a fountain in the fortified garden of Baghdad. I lower the cup into the water. As I drink deeply, a tingling sensation spreads in my whole body. I am left with energy and vigor I haven't felt in years. Years fall off me as I drink. So now he's back to being 31 years old. And now he could finally get married. But the question is who? Somebody young, obviously. Thinking about that one. Unless I'm going to marry off some Sogdian woman to continue that, that Sogdian Assyrian heritage that we have. Or even another Zoroastrian. Bingo, we got a winner. A Sogdian, of course. She's 18 and strong. But she's chaste, so it'll take a while. How do you say that name? China or something? But she's a different kind of Buddhist. Not the typical, I forgot that branch of Buddhism that these particular ruling Sogdian families are from. I guess this would hurt my prestige even more. Because, again, it's from an occupied, which is equivalent of Baron. So you could say, yes, he's married to some lowly commoner, but this time, we need a strong children these days. Or something like that. Also remember, Doctor of Natural Philosophy, Aristotelian, sure. And I guess he got scars while he was in that academy. And he owes some money to the Jewish moneylenders, which, no doubt. Oh, don't expel! I almost did. Right, the Trade League, for the first time in this series. Again, the Great Trade League is an alliance of several guilds putting their differences aside to protect their prosperity. Their quest for profit attracts a lot of attention from the clergy and the lords, who wouldn't hesitate to ask for a share of profit they're not entitled to. I have the stewardship. I have received a letter about your interest in joining our Great Trade League. You must know that we don't care about what you believe in or what you are entitled to. We care about what we can achieve for ourselves, by ourselves. Do you agree to be seen as our equal, even if it means to be shunned by people that will believe that you are breaking the class barrier? If you are, let's trade symbolically. Again, this is from High Chief Canute of Kola, the cupbearer of Novgorod. Let's trade. Need to get rid of that honest and rough trait. But at least shrewd and diligent and gregarious helps. Not to mention all the other good traits that help on the stewardship, in addition to being the Doctor of Natural Philosophy and... Oh, I got it. Get the books. Find any books that relates to stewardship. Equip them all. Okay, you know what? Equip all the other books that aren't stewardship related. We're gonna put them all to stewardship. Oh yeah, these are composed books. There are other artifacts, including that flaming sword, which I have the just, but I don't have the prestige nor the piety to use it, so therefore, Darkbringer instead. Philosophy books. Okay. Equip this. And that, gee, I really don't have much of stewardship books. Okay, put the rest on Marshall. We're a strong empire, you know. Remember, when you equip the book, it's 0.5, and when you equip another one, that's 0.5, so therefore plus 1. Just a reminder, as part of the university mod. Oh, I already have this. Okay, that's all. Had to press it real quick so you could see the statistical differences. Yeah, just putting more emphasis on the stewardship and wee bit of martial. But this low intrigue, though, needs to go up. Yeah. And if I wanted to up my intrigue, well then, we know there's plenty of people out there that don't like me these days. Well, most do, but it's too bad I can't spy on my rivals because they're not in our realm, and I can't invite them here. So, I just want to do the intrigue thing for a bit. I want to spy on a few people. Well, spy on people who like you the least. And then we'll go into business, if the Great Trade League tells me so. So, again, there's about 60 peddlers, 47 traders, 33 merchants, and 19 guildmasters and mistresses. As you can see, there's a couple of them now. Okay, first person to spy. That's my brother, right? King of Syria. Yeah, he's going to be a bit of a troublemaker by the end of this year. Because that opinion to predecessor is going to go away pretty soon, so... I'm going to spy on Bar Abba. Named him after a war hero, as I recall. And look, Nineveh's got all that good stuff, but, up the focus on Sinjar. Crown focus on Sinjar. That needs improvement. And yeah, there's righteous imprisonments. All that. But, oh. Stop spying on my brother. Spy on this guy instead. Oh. It recently inherited an item from Emperor Elisha. I mean, I've seen better days from it. The guard tells her before continuing, sorry about you. Why don't I give it as constellation philosophy? For sentimental reasons, I could have someone to look it over. I got the money. What if he's the one that killed the father? I mean, he on strong claim wants to kill me, but which is too early to be thinking about it. Oh dear. Yeah, remember, those people, they need to be spied on. I can't move on with my life and business without the fear of being assassinated. Director of the Imperial Academy sent me a beautifully illuminated manuscript in honor of my recent ascension to the throne. Misanthrope. Is that a stewardship book? Misanthrope. No, intrigue. The Misanthrope is an ancient Greek comedy by Menander. The play is a part of the Hellenistic New Comedy and uses many comedic tropes, such as the misanthropic old man and a happy marriage between a youth at the end. Sounds relevant today to me. Don't forget about the war against the heretics. I need to up the prestige again. People respect wealth. We can get money by other means. Fulfilled. Get married. Now, let's have children. And after we at least one child, then I will choose a patron saint. Most likely a stewardship one at that. Deal with heretics, and then the infidels. That man is up to something. I don't like that. If I get assassinated, then brother's gonna drop out. Matter, he's not a student anymore. Oh my goodness. There's more to these guys. Oh no, that's in Egypt. Okay, after when we arrest this guy, I just want to spy on him. Exposing the plot, then arrest him. I could have easily arrested him right now and he would have fled to court, but no. It'd be too easy for that. Rather have someone loyal to help me watch my back. As I said, I could have easily arrested him and stopped all this nonsense. But no, I want to increase the intrigue skill a little. By the way, where does he reside? Is he in Nineveh? Yes. I could get hurt out there. Oh yeah, I remember another thing. Since I saw that trade good, we need more resources. One day, walking through my library, find my copy of the measurement of the earth has fallen beyond repair. As the pages crumble in my hands, I accept that this book is lost forever. That's not... Oh no! My stewardship book! Blast. Put this on. In case if I want to put my focus on that, so that... Alright, push them out of Yemen, then we'll go on the offensive into Somalia. We know what you're up to, and I don't like that. I could have easily told him yes, but I want to be that kind of guy. Hey, here's another way. As if you really want to make that guy mad any further. Try to intimidate. No, I can't do that private conversation where I could just attempt to assassinate him. No, skill's too low. So I'll try to intimidate him instead. Maybe I can get him to trust me and drop this whole nonsense. I invited Prince Chen and I, the Forgetful, for a stroll today. Said I had something to show him. Eventually we came stopped near my torture chamber. I waited there in silence for several minutes. Well, Prince Chen and I, the Forgetful, grew more and more uncomfortable before leaning to say... Hope my meaning is clear, brother. Okay, now he's intimidated. So that's all you are, my brother. Contacting you to offer a deal. Dire need of assets and a lot of coins at disposal. I cannot accept because I don't have enough assets. Well, meanwhile, I'm going to be out on the front line, which could be a mistake on my end. Great Holy War for Africa. No concern of ours, that's against the Hawajites. Oh boy. A claim for that county. That's up in the Jammu Kashmir area. Just want to swear a bit. I found nothing new and useful about them. But as my shitty informant pointed out, there's nothing preventing me from making stuff up. The bigger the lie. He leads a secret life as a prostitute in a brothel in Mosul. Vicious rumors. There you go. You're up on the amateur schemer. That's what I wanted. You have to up that by doing at least one of those events. Now I'm seen as a weak leader. And now there's another uprising, which I think Egypt will handle it. What else? Up on the cavalry for once. And as for this other thing... Well, knowing that I'm a man of money, so more tax focus, so we can get a much larger income. And then eventually we'll start doing on the nobles to go the other way to give me more levies. We're just stating facts that we are economically strong. You should bring your best commanders to the front. Two of which don't have any leadership traits. Look, just end the plot and drop this whole nonsense, alright? No one's gonna get killed here, nobody's gonna get arrested. We'll be steady. There you go. I contemplated about arresting you, but no, I'm a fair man. Yes, and alright, got a bunch of wool cloths. Mind you, when you're a member of the Trade League, you no longer make money off of those resources. Instead, you will get something like trade goods, fresh off from those resources. So now there is a high demand for ivory. Do we have ivory around here? If not, then I'm gonna have to go buy it or something. Okay. There is time for that. Bone offensive. Now, we have to get it off the market. Even though there are better ways. Unless you want to start asking people to buy trade goods. Offer to buy trade goods. Which makes me wonder. Is there anybody that's got ivory? Or resources that has ivory hunter's lodge? Well, better yet, wait for it. Because eventually we'll get ivory off of Hasaka. So just wait for it. I don't have it yet. Just wait for it. Yeah, go on, get out of here. Gee. Okay, good. She's no longer stressed. Hopefully we could finally have a baby together. Alright, we got a crate of ivory from that Ivory Hunter's Lodge from Hasaka. So send in the ivory shipment, which now we will make a boatload of money. But it's most importantly, gain the assets. Mission complete. You gotta be patient for such things. Chaldean heretics are dealt with. Keep saving these books. Right, who else I get to spy on? Who else has a problem with me? I see nothing wrong with you. Well, the Duchess, that's claims. That's petty stuff. I mean, something against me. Or I'm just gonna be spying on guys who likes me the least. Yeah, Babylonia problems. Well, meanwhile, on my end... Ooh, gee. Say, I figured that I don't think you're the kind of guy that... No, you don't have the ambitious traits. It's like, you're not the one that killed my father, right? Our father? You're not that kind of guy. Fossils. King of Syria. You deceitful coward. Now I'm gonna spy on you for real. Again, I just want to up the intrigue skill, just by a small margin. But the trade-off from Nineveh is in dire need of a new ship and equipment to be able to continue to bring goods to a realm. Keep it run. This is my chance to be a strong leader. Now I am. War is over, let's make some money. This is what I was talking about, that event. Armed troops that had to be get rid of. Here, you're in for a long journey home. What do you mean has not gone to the market recently? Never gone there. Have I? Want to join the order? Sure, why not? Even though you were of a stewardship education, I guess they allow stewards there. Off you go. As I said before, what do you mean, not gone to the market recently? That's going to be a bit of a problem. I'm talking about, I think there's some sort of bug that just occurred here. Never happened. Don't want to fall for that stuff. Tuh! 13 gold? A modest sum to fight against the infidels. Thanks, I guess. I was about to say the apostle. And I was about to say, why does he have a portrait like a saint? I mean, yeah, he died of mangled mess. Yeah, that's odd. Like, why does he have a portrait like he's a saint? There's no saint trait yet. I mean, he doesn't have any sins. He was loony, shy. You know, he is perfectly qualified to be blessed and maybe become the first Georgian saint for once. Because in this way, there's only been 3. And I'm sure somewhere in either Anatolia or Bulgaria there will be a saint of their own. Let's hope it works. Because you know how these people are. I mean, somebody's going to get pissed. It's going to be either the Catholics or me as either the Nestorian. Boy, I need to compose a book on stewardship. Since I'm all about stewardship these days. And when are we going to have a child? I understand you're chaste, but very soon that Italian liberation of Carthage. By golly, this is your chance to recreate the kingdom of Georgia. We will soon get your land back of what you've lost, even though you're not the, you weren't the ruling dynasty that once ruled Georgia. You are this different one. Matter of fact, how long has this house been existed? Who was the first? Is it the apostle? Who was a... Oh yes, who were descendant of the Bogomolists that were once became prevalent. Go to your town. So yes, it was Tell. That's where they first arose. I don't know if they rose up against Georgia or was that Anatolia that once ruled that area or Trebizond. But soon we will get you your land back. You will have it back. We will most definitely accept, because we always have these problems with these nomads up there. Which already their hands are full as they're trying to subjugate the Ninets up there. But there'll be many other Slavic allies that are going to be coming after you. Matter of fact, they're already there now. So yeah, raise the troops because our retinue is not up there yet. Okay, look, I took a moment to stop recording for me to, you know, to save the game, then to reload it, just to see if this fixes that little bug about going to market. But it has not, because, again, it has not gone to market recently, even though I just started playing this character and became a member of the Trade League. Even though he was previously a member of the Trade League, he was the Trade Master. And after, when that person finishes being a Trade Master, upon succession, he leaves the society, and you would have to manually join back in. Oddly enough, one would think. But now, apparently, cannot go to the market at all, despite the fact that I have the assets to do so. Yep, that's a problem, which I'll have to, well, which I would have to probably make note of it. Anyways, let's just focus on the war about the Georgians at hand. Oh, I just wondered. Oh, no. You're gonna have to put a focus on that if you want another Bible. I thought about, like, what if I just get a Greek New Testament? Would that count as, well, you have to be Greek, or is that visiting cultures, which is something I should have picked? You know, Assyrian visiting culture. Okay, hold on, that's enough. We're both diligent. Retinue stays. Remember, I ain't sending myself into the front line. Because I got low combat skill and I don't want to get killed out there. The Chinese golden age appears to be over. China has been recently been suffering from droughts and the people are starving as the great famine upsets the harmony of the divine land. The caravans and ships in Silk Road have virtually ceased, and the great Chinese artisans are simply trying to survive. China will not be able to assist its tributary states. Interesting. Not interesting at all, in my opinion. Because when there's a famine going on up there, the value of the Silk Road is reduced by 75%, so we won't get much income through silk. Well, I will launch a relief expedition. As the Cretan Empire is suffering from the Great Famine, I can offer to send a relief expedition that deliver supplies and help the Emperor maintaining the stability of China. So, yes, this will hurt the levy reinforcement rate and the national tax modifier, but I will still get the good grace for sending relief to China for the next 10 years. The heavenly Shiluhui, the Emperor Pengzong of the Qin Empire has graciously received your relief expedition and put your supplies to good use. The generosity of the Khazata dynasty will not be forgotten. Because I wish them very well. Maybe I'll visit you one day. Get the tell before the Emperor. Oh blast, it's winter already. Move on up. Hope you accept Nestorianism. That's for supply limit's sake. Huh. Shut up, it's none of your business. If I catch you, I'm gonna plot against me. Denmark's converted to Catholicism. Well, it looks like the Norse Buddhist community will not be around for any longer. Matter of fact, they're already gone now, except for this one. Now that they've turned to Catholicism. Huh. Esteemed broke out the zoo of Assyria. The words of your missionaries convinced me to forsake my own religion and lead past to its rightful place amongst the civilized realms. I humbly request Assyria's assistance to ensure a peaceful transition to the Nestorian faith. So you do accept Nestorianism. You may not be much of a realm, but we'll help you out on whatever's gotten into you. Even though you are surrounded by other Nestorians and a few other enemies. But, yeah. Yeah, it'll take a little longer. Which I'm in no rush for such things. Plus, I don't want to spend away the assets this early. There's a high demand for alcohol. A conversion of pest. I received news from my missionaries only a few days after the mass baptism of pest, though the priest writes that he does not feel entirely convinced about the sincerity of the barbarian's conversion. The ceremony went well, and Pest is finally officially Nestorian. By aiding our conversion, an entire score of pagans to the one true faith, I've accomplished feat worthy of the apostles themselves. These savages have finally seen the light, as I'm known as the missionary. Good. Nitra would be a better one, because that one's got more land, and it's in areas where some of our men from a century ago fought and died there. And we just hope that those sacrifices weren't in vain at all, because it feels like it. That was way back during the reign of that first Empress of Assyria. And if they refuse, then they refuse. Whoa there. Go this way. We'll dogpile them. Or not. It's already over and Assyria is liberated, and I hope Georgia will be reborn. Killed some of them. Go home. There's an intruder in my home. Several men talking. Go face the men. Oh. I'm gonna get hurt for this. Nope, My prestige gained and I got some assets for this. Good. Guess I was able to take them all on, even though risky to do so. As for my brother, the Syrian king, how about a classic? He takes little boys to bed. Oh, he's going to find out that I started those rumors. No, he didn't. Well, my frank bluntness won't get me into trouble anymore. I've lost the honest trait. Yeah, no longer honest anymore. Revolt against the rule. Oh, apparently these Pokemon still exist. Not for long. You can handle it. If you ask us for your help, we'll respectfully decline. The Third African Great Holy War for Africa. Curious about her Buddhist faith. Wait, I'm not zealous. Gee, that's a mean epidemic. The measles. Jump him. Oh, god dang it. Are you sure you don't need our help? Good. I guess. Yeah, I guess we'll help him. You need assets, and I could get gold. Oh, I could finally go to the market. Maybe ranking up was the way to fix it. So, if Maul is watching this, you know, the guy who made the Great Trade League mod and the Order of Chivalry mod, never mind. It's an odd little bug that just happens for this character, and had to rank up in order to. There you go. Now you can visit the market. So, no, not interested. Need alcohol. Unless somebody's got alcohol. I know I don't. And alcohol doesn't grow on trees, so it's not a resource, so somebody's got them. So start looking for characters. Oh yeah, I forgot. Sogdians once lived in that county. And those Buddhists are still there. Forgot about the Greek Buddhist community, that they were descendants from the Sogdians. Matter of fact, they are descendants from that particular. See? That's where it came from. Keep looking. It's like, yes, there's goods on the map. But what you should be looking at is not just the owners, it's just if there is a shipment of alcohol somewhere. Oh, wait a minute. No. You can't get it off from them because you don't. Your rank is not high enough to send a caravan. I forget such things. And you can't go steal trade goods either. Ma doesn't allow it. So I got no choice but to go to the market. Oh, here we go again. I mean, you may remember this from the Ragusa series. Holo the Nun. While on my way back home to my home from the town market, I spot something unusual in the distant field. In the cover of darkness, at first glance appears to be a woman dancing naked under the moonlight amidst the weed stalks. As my cart approaches her, the woman takes notice of me and covers herself. Her apparel is what I expected from a religious devotee. There is no glint of shame in her eyes, and she has a distinguished aura that would not be found in a common whore. Yeah, all of them. And also, if you may recall from the Ragusa series, when I encountered this character, it's just like with the other mods, such as the Orders of Silvery, like when you go out on a warrior pilgrimage, that whoever you encounter or may get into a fight with, cultures are random. Last time, Holo was a Kannada, which is Dravidian, Salvidian. This one is Kyrgyz. But it doesn't matter. We know what the character is and what purposes. So I'll greet her. The woman greets me with a cheerful voice and presents herself as Holo, a traveler from a distant land. She's apparently done with her duties in the area and tells me she would like to follow me around the next time I go to the market. Well, figuring that you're a gluttoness, I'll give her a gift. Just a bag of meats. Will she like it? Oh, we don't know that. So yeah, that happened. Happened again. I say again, for those who remember my past series. A woman named Holo. That was the episode name for Ragusa. I think that was the 8th episode, I think. I'm still an amateur scammer. Soon we'll be going shopping again to get some alcohol. A barrel of alcohol. Oh, finally. And, she's trying to defeat fear. Even though oh, paranoia. That's what she's trying to get rid of. She's a strong woman, but she's paranoid. So she's trying to defeat fear, since she's a devout Buddhist. And I got more bag of meats, because of the butchery and fishery resource. Wow, Egypt is taking on the Empire of Mali. Stack of wool cloths. I got plenty of them, so it's a done deal. Oh, and also you're the King of River. You are from here. Are you a member too? Yeah. By the way, you got any alcohol? No, he's got books. She needs to rest. Please rest like a reasonable person. There's a lot of learning to do. Oh yes, our clients with these Sogans are back on. Oh yeah. Yeah, I was beginning to wonder what happened to Makak, but he died of an infected wound in combination with him being a leper. The graphic due to that cultures and portraits mod that I use. It's just it's like when you're a leper, like your bandage has to cover your face. You didn't get all of it because the facial hair is in the way. So now it's Artavan of Sogdiana. He's in the prime of his life. But unfortunately, he is also one of the ugly ones. Because apparently, most of the Sogdian rulers in history, not real in history, but in this one, they're always ugly. It seems that me as an experience, like I look for beautiful Sogdian women, whereas they got all the ugly ones out there. Could be the flu. I just said the flu right before it popped up. Write down the names of my worst enemies and throw it in the fire. Foul smells of civilization made me sick. My eyes and ears discovered a bizarre and repulsive truth about King Baraba of serious sexual preferences. How should I use this juicy information? Do you arrest my brother? I mean, it gives me righteous imprisonment to do so. But do I really want to? I mean, he's mad as heck. Plus, I'm sick, so we don't want to rush it. We're in the middle of a war here. Oh yeah, market. Because I believe it's time. I got money. While walking around the market, I see some religious men preaching to a group of people. One of them waves hands to join them. Well, she's a cynic, so I'll just roll my eyes on that one. She's happy with the outcome. Quarry workers ask for money for a project and they'll pay me back later in stones. Told you I got money. Make a major investment. Also, that means you still haven't actually gone to the market. Try again. Whatever they're offering me besides whatever Holdo wants, just try to ignore it. Don't waste assets. Use money. Even if it jinxes yourself. Which honestly, I don't know if I really should do that because, I'm getting sick. I have the flu now. So as long as you know what you're doing, Samantha. Even though you once backed the plot to assassinate me. And she told me to undress and then kneel with my buttocks raised. That was awkward enough. But when I saw an instrument in her hands, I almost bolted. Samantha must have noticed, but she patted me calmly on the shoulder and told me to stop clinching. She knows what she's doing. She's a gardener. She's an herbalist. Although the Great Conversional Pest was a success, my work to help High Chief censor savage people to turn them into proper Nestorian converts is not done yet. A new church is what they needed. So yeah, I'll give 300 gold and get a lot of piety. The contact informed that he would like to construct a new church within his lands. Yeah, new church is what's needed. I was about to say, it doesn't appear you're building one somewhere. But in time you will. Unless you've already spent it on some ill-gotten gain. Anyway, where's my court chaplain? He's still in Turon. What's taking him so long? I was about to say, don't I have a sister named that? I was about to say, is that too similar? The Samia with two Y's instead of one, who is married to the Sogdian Shah? Yeah, it's alright. We'll have a son soon enough. Ah yes, the baptism. Not my brother. Not my other brother. Guess it has to be Duke Isaac of Assyria. Yeah, it was by a Prince Bishop. Which we have a tendency to forget that we have that. See some musical instruments being sold at a stall nearby, and she wastes no time teasing me, saying that she's sure that I cannot play any of them. Okay, I'll buy and play some musical instruments, which there's 50% chance that they become impressed, or 50% chance that they're gonna get outraged, as if they're those people here in Nineveh are like, what is this infernal noise? She's happy with the outcome. And the peasants are impressed by my musical skills. Apparently I have that kind of talent. Then again, shrewd-minded, but that's just guessing. Now find the alcohol. There it is. Now send it. Yeah, you spent 50 assets to go to the market, and now you get 100 assets, so that's just plus 50. It is what it is, but there's only better ways. And hopefully I get better from my flu soon enough. There. Now she's my spy master. Another ivory hunter's lodge in Nisibin, right next door to Hasaka. Get to work! Also, you should build something in that domain, because remember that you've upgraded... Oh, you son of a... You went to the Order of Saint Dade, and you're not even a member of it. You just went to someplace, and he's decided he's gonna get himself a host to attack me for the claim for the Assyrian throne. Why, you can't assassinate him. Can't spy on him anymore. But do you think is it right to put a bounty on this guy before he could come and get me? You know what, don't be that guy. Don't take the easy way out. Don't put a bounty on him. Let him come. The retinue will stay right here. Let him come, we'll beat the heck out of him, and he goes to prison. And then maybe expelled. Just wait for the next mission. Don't rush it on the market stuff. Not yet, at least. Just want to sponsor this. Because, you know. Whoopsie daisies. Oh, this again. It's happening again. I've only got one daughter. If I try this quest for immortality stuff again, you know this is going to fail because I don't think I have the traits nor the skills to do so. Especially that I'm... Honestly, I think I'm going to say no to that. I don't feel that this character is great enough. Not saying skill-wise, it's just... Look, I'll just get the content trait, so sorry about that. Maybe those people will look at me highly for doing such things. Anyway, how much percentage if I were to arrest him? 1. Which means, yeah, he's going to revolt. Want a sack of grain? Here you go. I didn't do it. I'm putting my hands up. I didn't do it. What happened? Slain by Hakim in personal combat. Member of the Sand Pit. Maybe there was a bounty on him. Look at that stuff. Now, why would I want to do that? How you doing over there? Defending against conquest for Samarkand. Egans, that's where the Buddhist temple is. He'll definitely say yes. Retinue will be on the way. Wait, I feel that I am not confident enough that you could take on whoever your enemy is. I mean, you could take him on, but I don't like chances. I mean, we'll deal with this little problem of yours. I cannot help but notice you have no proper storage for your trade goods. I would recommend renting or building one, for we all know how full the thieves and brigands the streets are. I know an architect that can find or build one. You will only need to ask. Have a warehouse. I recall that I've made an investment in stone, so we'll just wait. We'll just wait until the stones come in, and then we'll build that warehouse. In which one would think is like, one would say, or you could spend it now, and now I'll spy on you. Oh boy. Ah, just the time. We got 3 crates of stone, so let's start building that warehouse. We don't have lumber, but just take what you can get. Oh, wait a minute, I do have lumber. When? He's had it for years. Ah, good. We have everything ready. Yeah. Just noticed that. The locals say that Zika was inspiration in many ways. Wish I could live up to him. Lately has visited his tomb a lot and listened to tales of his miracles throughout his life. I will live up to his ideals because I'm already just, but I will have the piety. I mean, you've got to take the piety bonus, you know? Free piety. Wait for that warehouse to be finished. And you should contact affiliate artisans. You've got so much trade goods that you got to do something with those. Just looking. Yeah, make some pottery. Yeah, forget the statues. Just pottery. Yeah, don't have any other trade goods that can upgrade this warehouse unless I get something off of that. But mission complete. Let them work at their own pace. Here's a cart of potteries, and then here's another. It's just for keeps. I'm not putting a shipment on them yet. Again, just for keeps. Like in case if I get another sack of grain somewhere, then give them more money. And then maybe I will maybe get those artisans to brew us some alcohol. Culinary heresy. Good lord, we're losing more holy wars than we are winning. And he doesn't have much of piety or diplomacy skill. Influence seems to be going down. It was 60 something earlier, but that one tends to jump back and forth. It's a tendency. You're not good at the market simply for the sake of it. While making small purchases, haul the barges into a discussion and ask if she could try to haggle over the price of some of the items. Let her try. Spent. Grain. You got any grain? Nope. We can get some incense, which I'll put down in a warehouse. Decorated. Use incense. Now it's a warehouse decorated with incense. Which is just up on the intrigue a bit. Which is something I've been working on. Yeah, publicly denounce him. Remember, he's going to be out there. So, you better get your ass back home now. Because there's going to be a pretty big problem coming soon to Assyria. Oh, guards. That's what's missing about the warehouse. Oh, here it is. So now I'm an apprentice trader. Guarded warehouse, that's what's needed. Just wondering. Found nothing new and useful about King Podcast of Jerusalem, but as my shady informant pointed out, there's nothing preventing me from making stomach. The bigger the lie. Midgets. Shoes. No. Old guys having an affair with a feisty goat. Still not an amateur schemer. Is there someone else around here that doesn't like me from around here? The other brother. Spy on him. There. Now nobody can steal the trade goods. Chuck dying heresy spreading again. Do I really want to be chased? And I know she is, but that's her choice. If only she put her focus on rejecting cruelty, then we'll be good. Because I would like to have another child, so I can only wish for it to be like him. So no thank you on the chastity. What happened to your... Okay, I think I see what's going on. Anytime that he's publicly slandered, someone's going to put a bounty on him, and someone's going to take care of that. Hope nobody does that to me. Spreading vicious rumors and such. Is that court chaplain still in Torov? What's taking you so long? I understand you're a patient man, but what on earth is going on up there? What is... Cotted Empire? Tribal? So it's a cognate that, that settled in Kiev. Hey. I was about to say, maybe these guys have a good chance. That we could try to convert them before, you know, Lord knows what. But the Nitrans want to subjugate them. If they do so, they're going to take the Empire title, and you got another problem. Well, he's 16 now, so we hope we can get an answer out of him, if he wishes to convert or not. Alright. Knowledge is power. His plot is revealed. But does it relate to anything against me? It's this screen, dummy. You better stop that. And you too. Nobody kill Elisha. I mean, that boy hasn't done anything bad to you. I have it. He likes to dress up as a woman. People are such gullible fools. Hey, what happened to my brother? I guess he stopped. And he became a member of the Order of St. Adia. Well, I'm glad sanity prevailed. So he decided to drop his ambition to invasion. And he's a member of the Order. And he's going to be the heir to the Order somehow. He's risen up in the ranks as fast. Before we end this video, let me see that. Like, where does he rank? Oh. Maybe they mean heir to the Order as in... Where's my brother? There's my forgetful prince. Yeah, heir, Barony of Pave. There's Jits Sledderman. I was about to say, the heir to the title? Oh, they do elective, I see. They do elective as in who rules, you know, all these baronies. And apparently they're voting for him. Which one would think it's just to spite me. But anyways, in the next episode, sure we'll do more Trade League work. And among other things. And most likely a War of Anatolia again. To get another piece of county off of them. In order to finally control all these parts that we've been longing for in this series for so long. And eventually restoring Georgia to help them out. And trying to convert other places to Nestorianism. So we hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, so long for now.